Okay, welcome to the first 7 minutes. Today my special guest is Allard Detiger, my good friend and also documentary maker. Allard, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You are a known filmmaker and documentary maker. You made a few films that even premiered at the International Documentary Festival of Amsterdam.
One film was called The New Saint, and The New Saint is a documentary was playing in Russia. And it's about religion and the mixture between religion, military force, and national pride of Russia. And it was a documentary about a young soldier who died in the first Chechen war, and now was seen as a saint or as a hero for Russia.
So, Allard, I'm very happy that we can talk about this documentary that is called Our Godfather. And we're going to analyze the first 7 minutes to see if we want to see more afterwards.
Well, that's always good. There's still black and the music playing.
Ero ragazzino quando sono entrato in Cosa Nostra.
At least has a lot of
Mi punsero il dito con
good visual element to
mi
start
dissero
with.
di strafinare il sangue su un santino. Poi uno diede fuoco all'immaginetta e io pronunciai la formula di rito. Se tradirò Cosa Nostra, le mie carni bruceranno come questa sacra effigie. Una volta entrato in Cosa Nostra,
Yeah, it already sounds as a epic movie a little bit.
Cosa Nostra viene prima del sangue,
But it's maybe
della
because of the
famiglia,
music,
delle
the
relazioni e
fire.
del paese. La qualità dal mafioso non si perde mai, è per sempre.
It's almost a Game of Thrones big kind of start.
No, it's not too big.
No, I can be a bit skeptic about it. Now I have to see, like, okay, where's going to be the real scenes, the real emotions, and is it going to deliver?
Right. No, it has to deliver. It has to deliver.
But Our Godfather is.
It's a good title also, eh? Very important also. It's a triggering title.
Backstory.
What makes this mafia trial different from any other is the cracking of the mafia code of silence.
The largest anti-mafia operation since World War II.
One man's testimony is set to convict over 400 members of the mafia. His betrayal makes him the mafia's most wanted man.
He is the most significant mafia turncoat in criminal history.
Federal investigators have landed one of the biggest mafia canaries of all time.
He gave Italian officials a 3,000-page confession that links mafia groups in Italy with those in the
Yes,
United
of course,
States.
very good archive
Result of his
material.
testimony,
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
expected there will be many arrests
Straight
there.
in it, you feel the importance of the subject, and you.
Our next witness will be Mr. Tomasu Boshita. Mr. Boshita, for reasons of personal safety, has been relocated and is now living under an assumed name in an
He's gonna
undisclosed
be killed,
location
Allard.
in order to protect
Yeah,
his
he's gonna be
identity.
killed
Will
at
be
least.
testifying behind a
That's
screen.
what we want to see.
This man is testifying
He's
against some of the most dangerous
Giuliani.
people in the world.
Young
And
Giuliani.
it is incumbent upon the United States government to take extraordinary security precautions with him.
Witness can be brought in.
My dad looking at me weird. Let's zoom into him. My dad.
Here, this is archive material.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to
Spraying
get
it
filmed.
Spraying it around like a machine gun.
That's funny. Yeah, with the archive material, you just saw you have like it's shaking and moving, and they kept it in, so you really feel like it is private material. It's not the news material, but it's the private material.
Al punto di non sentirmi ulteriormente legato dal codice dell'omertà o del silenzio. Non avevo tribunale.
This is also important. This is we hear him for the first time here.
Yeah, and you hear him that he's yeah, I won't say fucked, but you have to beep that away. But he's quite fucked by the mafia because of what he's doing.
subtitles.
They have never spoken before.
Very important.
Nice lit. Almost like neo-noir, film noir kind
you
of
cannot imagine
start.
one decision in your life what's gonna make to you. Once it's made, that's your destiny. That's the life you have. Tommaso had 8 children from 3 women. I was the 3rd woman and had 2 boys.
Wel pittig dametje. Oh, sorry. It's quite.
Exposed
Sorry,
our
it was in
life to
Dutch. I said
anybody.
it's a
It's
tough-looking
now or
lady.
Yeah, it's a
like
tough
her
one.
face.
Nothing scares me really, but you know, it's a risk. It's a risk. Just a call would kill us all.
Back to the archive.
That's her, I think. That's her.
That's
right?
her. That's her. Yeah, that's her.
This is when everything was fine. The happy family.
Yeah, Christmas time.
And now the contrast. You see the contrast,
Okay.
Allard?
And
You see
killing
like the
Yeah.
Christmas,
the
happiness,
sun
and then the
would be a
gun.
perfect trophy.
To like, bam.
So if I give them the opportunity to come and find me, they will definitely take the shot. I lost 2 brothers. I lost uncles. I lost a lot of family members. And I don't want to show my face, not for fear, but I have something to lose.
Interesting.
I
It
have my
even
children
makes
and my
him,
wife.
because he doesn't want to show his face, it
Yeah,
even makes him
exactly.
more,
The danger will always be there.
like, okay, this is
The mafia
really
never forgets.
This is the real shit.
with the gun.
There's one thing that I know I'm lost. I know there's no way out. I don't like you and a gun together. It's a bad combination, son.
Look, Mom, I earned my right to carry it. I fought for the right to carry it. And you know what's most beautiful about all this? Is that I can carry it.
God bless America.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's dangerous. One day someone
it's
will
dangerous.
push your
It's
button.
dangerous to anyone that would threaten you, my children, my wife, or myself.
I don't know. I hate guns.
You lost that one before you even started.
Also
I
very
carry a
good
gun at
because
all
it's
times
like this
because
epic kind
my
of film
father
that they
shook up
set
an
up, but
organization
pretty
that
fast
stood
they
for
start with
a
a real
long
genuine
time.
scene. Fly on the
And there's
wall.
always
Yeah.
a safety concern because
That's
some of
what
these
I make
people are still
curious.
alive
When you
and
see
they're still
the
looking
fire
for
at the
a piece
beginning,
of
you have to feel
retribution.
like, are they going to be real scene or is it just
Yeah.
I mafiosi non sono le figure romantiche che voi vedete nelle pellicole cinematografiche. Essi sono uomini di violenza. Fino a che il pubblico non capirà effettivamente la vera natura di Cosa Nostra.
Did you check for the 7 minutes?
Yeah, we're getting there now.
Nei primi anni
You're getting there? Yeah. Okay, I was wondering because I had the feeling that now it kind of starts again with the same kind of archive material and
let's put it on
backstory.
pause. Let's put it on pause.
If it's real 7 minutes, sir, I want to see.
Yeah, it is.
It's past the 7 minutes? Okay.
Yeah, it's even a bit more than 7 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
First of all, do we want to see more? What do you want to see more now?
Yeah, I would like to see more.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think me
you?
too. Yeah, me too. And
there's a little doubt though. There's a little doubt.
There's a little doubt. Okay.
There's a little doubt.
Let's first tell me why do you want to see more, and then later we talk about the doubt.
Yeah, the story element is the first thing. Is that the feeling of that we're going to see a movie about a guy who's in the mafia, had probably a high boss. I don't know yet how high he was, but he was, and he's the only one who started talking to the judges, or how do you call it, to the legal system. And
so
that story element, I never heard about it, and there's a lot of tension already. You know, you feel
so
like okay.
It's like a special story that for the first time we have access to a story that we normally don't have access to.
No, and I didn't,
right?
and I didn't know yet, and they have access and special access because they have his son, who wants to be in the movie, but doesn't want to show his face. So I think it's
we have special access to the family. And as we could see in the scene, we as an audience have the feeling that they talk openly, no? We in the back of the car, and we're like, part of their conversation, real life. We're watching a scene, so we also have
and
special
what I liked about it is that she looked like the tough lady, the mother, because when we first saw her, she was talking, she was not afraid, and she wants to cooperate with the documentary, but then she was acting with her son as a real mother, or like a mother who was afraid that he uses too much guns. She doesn't like guns, and you should maybe expect a little bit like, okay, if she is a wife of a mafiosi, she probably. So she already kind of her stereotype I had. She was already put a little bit down. Like, okay, she's a non-violent
person.
woman person.
Okay, so
and the son is so he's angry probably, and
an
he
angry
has
son.
Probably he has, of course, like we all do, have traumas and yeah. So I'm curious. I'm more curious about the son now at this stage.
That could maybe be a third element, no? That there is something with that son because he doesn't want to be on camera. He has all these guns. So what will he do? The mystery around that son. And for me, what was also, no,
please, please.
So you already mentioned three things you could say. I think that for me, I was curious, like, why do they want to tell this story? Because they say, like, hey, if we talk too much, we can get killed. So what, what part do they want to tell something great about this guy, or why do they want to cooperate in this film? And I hope to get answers to that question as well. Like, why would they take that risk? That was an element for me. For the rest, to be honest, I also had a bit of doubt.
Because,
because I was like, what is this film going to tell me that I don't know yet about these kind of mafia kind of things, especially especially with we had the story about Escobar. We had a lot of things that we've seen in the last year. So what makes this story so special?
And especially now with that's where I said when I have a little doubt, is that it's kind of stereotype to start with the guy with the guns and close-ups, and has a big vibe around it. And maybe I have this feeling when we already watched all these fiction movies, and now finally you have the documentary version of all the mob leaders and all the so I'm a bit in doubt by if I keep on watching it. I have the feeling like, but at the same time it feels like entertainment as well. You that kind of fiction series you also watch like a drug, or
I don't know what's going to happen in the rest of the film, but I probably would have put something in these first 7 minutes also to like show like, hey, but this story, it is special, kind of, or keep watching. There is it's not a cliche story. It is
I still have the feeling that all the elements are in there, but they are all at the same weight. So I don't know which one is going to be more after this 7 minutes.
And is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, I don't think it's a good thing, to be honest, because it makes it a little bit feel like a good, in general, good Netflix documentary, and not straight away the feeling like, oh wow, this is a masterpiece, and I'm straight with this character.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, Allard. Maybe what you just said is actually that it's a bit cliche start because everything has the same amount of weight. So that means that you have to choose again as a director. It's important to choose, and maybe less is more. Okay, Allard, thank you very much for this this analysis of the first 7 minutes of Our Godfather. Anything you would like to say in the end, Allard, to round it up?
I'm still curious about watching another documentary, because this is the first one. Maybe we continue with this, and this is a Netflix documentary. It's very popular nowadays. Netflix. we're from the Netherlands, and we have a public broadcaster, and I think they make different kind of stylish-wise documentaries. So, and yeah, you have the documentary festival, so it can be interesting to watch a different style documentary and see. Yeah,
definitely.
This 7 minutes. Yeah.
So we will definitely watch another type of documentary next time. So see you again for another first 7 minutes. Thank you, Anna.
Okay, thank you.